It was the weekend in which one team played their final home game on the year and another played their first. We've got action from both the college and pro levels tonight on sports. I'm Mark Fontes. Welcome back to the show. Princeton baseball, like Ryder, opened their season with well over a dozen games on the road. In both cases, most were losses. But the good news is they were to non-conference rivals. Well, the Tigers, at home for the first time in 2012 around lunchtime on Saturday, also got Ivy League play underway as they welcomed the Dartmouth Big Green to town.
It might have been cold and drizzly Saturday, but that's what college baseball programs have tarps for, and the Ivy League schools all have an inborn commitment to excellence. Princeton baseball, though, off to a 6-9 start here in the young season, playing host to Dartmouth Saturday in the first of a doubleheader, which brought out a few but faithful Tiger fans who braved the elements with the players. Princeton pitcher Mike Ford went all 7 innings in this first of 2 Saturday matinees. He only struck out 1 and walked 3, but allowed just 4 hits and no earned runs. Center fielder John Mishu here recording out number 3 in the top of the first inning. Bottom of the frame, Tigers with a man on. Sam Mulroy swings and sends this to left, where it drops in for a base hit. Matt Bowman moves into scoring position while Mulroy gets on with a single. Next at bat, Dartmouth hurler Kyle Hunter throws a wild pitch. 3-ball count on Ford, his fellow pitcher, so the runners move up anyway, but the base is now loaded. 2 batters later, it's John Mishu. He swings, sends it deep to right field. And that ball is out of here. A grand slam for Mishu that just barely stayed fair. Watch, it cleared the fence on the fair side, then went foul. So just like that, the Tigers jump on top by 4. Bottom of the second inning, Jonathan York hits this on the ground to Joe Sclafani. Bit of a tough play to make. The throw gets away from first baseman Dustin Selzer. So York gets a single, but thanks to the error, an extra base as well. Later in the second, Hunter, already in a deep hole on the mound, throws another one that goes to the backstop. York, therefore, runs down to third, putting him 90 feet away from the plate. Alec Keller up later belts it on the ground and threw for a base hit. That's more than enough to pick up York as the Tigers take a 5-run lead. Still in the second, if you like opposite field homers, well, Mishu's wasn't the only one. Bowman smacks this deep to right center. And I don't think it's playable. A 2-run shot for Bowman. That put the Tigers comfortably in front of the Big Green 7-0 after just 2. Bowman got props all around. In the fourth, Mulroy would make it 8-0 with a solo shot to left. And that would be all she wrote as Princeton dominates in their home opener. They dropped the later game that day, but on Sunday swept Harvard. So they're now 9-10 overall, 3-1 in Ivy play.
To hockey we go. The Wheeling Nailers, who just barely missed a trip to the ECHL postseason this weekend, were taking on the Titans in Trenton's final home game last Friday night.
4,213 came out Friday to see the Titans' final home contest of a so-so season. The team 18 games under 500 coming into this matchup against the Wheeling Nailers, who were vying for a trip to the playoffs. Titans in black again. Goalie Dave Caruso did what he could. 37 saves on the night. Shots on goal, though, dominated by Wheeling, as many of the Titans' attempts at scoring went wide of the Nailer net. Their goalie Patrick Colleen, 25 saves. Late first period, Andrew Hotham with the puck glides it to Matt Shepke, who shoots and he creases the net for the game's first goal. Hotham and Peter Mirth with the assists on that. Caruso frustrated as he could have saved this. Shepke's shot deflects off Caruso's right leg and in there for a goal. So Wheeling on top 1-0 as the first period wound down. Under a minute to go, Paul Crowder to Chris Barton. Barton back to Crowder, the shot covered up by Caruso, who had little help from his defense on the night. Case in point here, Crowder skating around all the Trenton defenders, and that time he does slap it in past Caruso. That put Wheeling up 2-0. The 2 first period goals coming within 1:18 of each other. 2-0 your score after 1. Second period, Wheeling's Cam Fergus trying to pull off some unassisted magic. He shoots, but it's gloved by Caruso. That would have gone wide, though. Rivet gives some fans props over that play. Later, Ben Ferrer of the Nailers with it behind the net. He slaps it on in to put his team up by 3. Fergus and Christian Manella credited with the assists here, as some fans who came out from West Virginia stand up and applaud. Here's the play again. Ferrer with a bit of a backdoor technique as he finds the net too quickly for Caruso to stop it. So a 3-0 game with just under 3 to play in the second period. But the Titans came to life before the second intermission. Ray DeLauro moving right along finds Andy Bomback, and Bomback puts Trenton on the board. A beautiful goal that brought the crowd to their feet. It would be all that Trenton would get, though, as they lose 4-1, and following Saturday's loss to Reading, they finished the year 21-41.
And finally, Team of the Day is brought to you by Pryor NAMI Business Systems, a full-line computer sales and service center. We change the way small business does business. With most high school baseball and softball games getting rained out Saturday, it merely gave Hun Raider softball another day to revel in the glory of their huge win last Friday. The Lady Raiders walloped the Hill School of Pennsylvania 19-5. The win improved the team to a 1-1 record following a mammoth loss to Petty earlier last week, but Hun Softball is our Prior NAMI team of the day. Well, that's all for sports on this Monday. In a moment, an ongoing partnership with a well-known nonprofit and renowned local appliance store is helping to green the environment one household at a time. Don't miss tonight's Mercer County Close-Up.